Let's take a look at the 2024 D&D level 5 spells that have changed or are new with the playtest number 8 or before. We have Banishing Smite, Conjur Elemental, Conjur Volley, Conjur Woodland Beings. Create Spell is come and gone. Mass Cure Wounds, and Sorcery Incarnate. Okay, let's go. So Banishing Smite, a level 5 Paladin, so highest level Paladin spell you got. This one is Conjuration now instead of Abjuration. Like the rest, it's a bonus action that you can trigger with a melee or unarmed strike. This one still requires concentration for up to a minute. The damage here is the same as it was before, but the target gets a saving throw to avoid being banished. It used to not get a saving throw. Unlike the change to banishment, which you can see in my level 4 spells video, this one does not end until your concentration ends or the duration is up. As with the other Conjur spells, Conjur Elemental is completely different in this iteration. It used to take a minute to cast, and now it takes an action to cast. And it used to last an hour, now it lasts 10 minutes. It used to summon elemental effectively. If your concentration was broken, though, this elemental would turn on you. So I'd say 50% of the time I saw this cast, it worked against the party. That can't happen now. It's similar to the other Conjur effects, but I mean, little differences. I'd like to see all these kind of standardized. So this one fills a 10-foot cube. It doesn't say a 10-foot cube you can see or 10-foot cube that is vacant. It does some pretty significant damage when the creature moves into it, 8d or within 5 feet of it, 8d8 damage. And large or smaller creatures are pulled into it and restrained one at a time, though. They can make a saving throw at the start of their turn to free themselves. On a failure, they take more damage. I guess if they move, you can attack them again, it looks like. You can cast it at higher levels, increase the damage by 2d8 for each slot above 5. So again, I like the idea. I'd like to see some standardization across the different conjures and maybe a little bit of balancing of the power. Our next spell is Conjur Volley, which is not one of the new ones. I just say that's from playtest number 6. Conjur Volley is a 5th level ranger spell. They added a cost to the material component, 1 copper piece. I don't think it's used up. You brandish it, and the spell takes effect. Each creature you choose that you see, so you choose is beneficial to you, you see is detrimental to you, but might be offset by you being able to affect the ones you choose. In a 40-foot radius, 20-foot high cylinder, so that's a huge area of effect. Unchanged from before, though. You're going to take 8d8, and now the damage type is force instead of the type of weapon. Now it's force on a failed save for half as much on a successful one. Our next spell is Conjur Woodland Beings, more of the Conjuration spells. Conjur Woodland Beings used to have the feature of bringing in fey creatures, which sometimes could have some pretty powerful spells that they could then cast, so wide variety on the power that you could get out of this spell. Now it's standardized. I'd like to see all the Conjur spells more standardized. This one's a 10-foot radius around you, lasting for 10 minutes. Each creature you choose that enters a space within 10 feet of you for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there makes a wisdom save, taking 5d8 force on a failed save, or half as much on a success. You can take the disengage action as a bonus action for the spell's duration, and damage increases by d8 for each slot level above 5. Our next spell is Mass Cure Wounds. This one is from playtest number 8. It's an abjuration spell now instead of evocation. They changed here from a point of your choice to a point you can see, so that's detrimental to the caster. It does 5d8 healing now instead of 3d8 healing, and the healing increases just as before. Our last spell is Sorcery Incarnate from playtest number 5, and this one is a completely new spell. It's a 5th level transmutation sorcerer spell. Casting time is a bonus action, lasts for up to a minute while you concentrate. You regain d4 sorcery points. You can use up to 2 of your metamagic options on each spell casting. You have advantage on the attack rolls of every spell you cast. That's very powerful there. And that is it for Sorcery Incarnate. Those are the level 5 spells. What level 5 spells have we not seen that you'd like to see play tested and maybe tweaked for the 2024 version of D&D? On my list, I have Animate Objects and Wall of Force. Thanks for watching the video, and I will see you next time.